Have you ever locked eyes with a husky, seen that little spark of mischief, and then watched them bolt across the yard with no sign of coming back? Huskies do that sort of thing. Now, picture the same energy in a dog pushing 80 plus pounds of solid muscle and zero doubts about their life choices. Now, that's the real gap between a Siberian Husky and an Alaskan Malamute. They get mistaken for each other constantly because of the similar looks, but when it comes to the training aspect, how they try to escape and what kind of GPS collar actually keeps them safe, they're completely different animals. Now, in this video, we're going to break the entire thing down honestly, what these breeds are actually like on a day-to-day basis, the biggest headaches that owners face, and which GPS collar, the Halo Collar 5 or the SpotOn Nova, tends to work better for each one based on real features, not just the marketing. Now, if you're into straightforward breed comparisons that really help you decide what to buy, remember to drop a like and subscribe. We do these practical breakdowns regularly. So let's jump into these two dogs. Now, Siberian Huskies are loyal, super outgoing, and honestly, they're a little mischievous in the best kind of way. They're built like athletes who live to run, and their brain is always asking, what exactly is going on over there? They don't escape because they're mad at you. They escape because boredom hits, curiosity wins, or something interesting moves into the distance or in the area. And they're incredibly smart and they pick up commands very quickly until a distraction appears. Then independence takes over. Now, for a GPS collar on a Husky, you really need fast location updates, true real-time tracking, instant boundary alerts, and also something comfortable enough to wear all day. Now, these dogs don't casually stroll off, they launch. The collar has to act like an active safety net with a quick response time, not something that lags behind. And that's why the Halo Collar 5 tends to be a strong match for most Huskies. Now, Alaskan Malamutes, they're deeply loyal and affectionate, but they're also powerful and carry themselves with real confidence. Now, where a Husky might bolt on impulse, a Malamute will look at a boundary and make a decision as to whether it matters, then lean into it or push through if they feel like it. Now, when they ignore you, it's usually not outright rebellion. It's them testing limits with steady strength rather than speed. So the collar needs rock solid boundary consistency, a reliable signal even in spotty areas, and serious durability. And of course, a design that handles bigger bodies and thicker necks very comfortably. Now, that's where the SpotOn Nova often clicks better. And this is especially true if you're dealing with larger land or more remote, rugged terrain. It isn't about which one seems flashier, it's about which one actually matches how the breed behaves, and of course, where they live. Now let's talk about the essentials that these breeds demand from a GPS collar. Huskies thrive with super fast GPS response, pinpoint live tracking, immediate alerts, and solid app controls because they're very fast, quick, endlessly curious, and they can be unpredictable. Malamutes do better with a steady and dependable boundary performance, strong signal in challenging spots like heavy trees or hills, and advanced fence tools that handle keep out zones, weird shapes, and massive properties. And this is because they're strong, they're self-assured, and they love pushing systems just to see what holds. Now let's get into the Halo Collar 5 in detail, since it's designed for owners who want reliable containment, plus the ability to actually watch their dog in real time. And if you've lived with a Husky, then you know why that combo is non-negotiable. It runs on dual frequency GPS to stay stable even when trees, buildings, or bad conditions interfere, which is real life for most of us. It processes up to 20 location updates per second. So when your dog is moving very fast, a Husky can cover 30 feet in a blink. You're seeing current position, their direction, and momentum, not just where they were a few seconds ago. Now, they also add precision GPS to cut down on map drift and filtering for tough terrain. And for containment, you set GPS fences straight in the app. There's no wires, no digging, and you can tweak them anytime you want for home, big land, or travel. Once saved, the fences stay live on the collar itself, so it keeps working even if your phone loses signal or Wi-Fi drops. Huskies are masters at exploiting tiny changes that quick just flexibility is huge. It has always-on tracking, meaning you're not just relying on a static fence. You get real-time visibility in the app and fast alerts if something goes wrong. Now, that peace of mind, whenever your dog just vanishes behind a tree line for a second, it's hard to overstate. Battery lasts 48 hours with rapid charging in about an hour. So you're not going to sit here and babysit it daily. Battery isn't a nice have here, it's safety. The app ties everything together, fences, live tracking, alerts, and training tools. that all lean on consistency instead of harsh fixes, which suits northern breed pretty well. Fast feedback for Huskies, firm structure for Malamutes, but it also monitors activity and health patterns so that it can spot changes over time. The fit works for a wide range of dogs, and this includes thick neck, thick coated, strong neck ones like these breeds, and proper fit directly impacts their comfort and signal quality. Now, multiple dog support lets you manage a whole pack from one single dashboard with discounts for multiple collars, common in Husky or Northern breed homes. Now, the regular price is around $549 to $599 depending on promos, but it requires a pack membership that starts at about $9.99 a month for full GPS fencing and cell tracking. Now, check the special link in the description box for an additional $25 off, so that'll help you out a little bit. Now let's shift things over to the SpotOn Nova, which comes from a very different angle entirely. It prioritizes bulletproof boundary accuracy and super flexible fencing without locking you into a mandatory subscription. And for some breeds and setups, that makes a massive difference. Now, it pulls from true location GPS across up to 151 satellites from multiple systems: GPS, Galileo, GLONASS, Beidou, which keeps things consistent in the exact places northern breeds often live. Heavy tree cover, uneven ground, rural or remote land, Malamutes especially aren't hanging out in neat suburban yards usually. Tougher environments too, more satellite coverage, it really pays off. Now, the fence creation is one of its standout strengths. You can make boundaries from about a third of an acre up to 100,000 plus acres of any shape, length, narrow, irregular, multi-part to match your actual property. Draw an app or you walk the line for precision. It supports overlapping fences, fences within fences, and keep out zones so that you can protect your pools, your gardens, your equipment, or your driveways without limiting the entire space. Now, real properties have multiple rules, not one big circle, and SpotOn lets the dog understand logical boundaries more easily. Core containment, boundary enforcement, and the alerts work without any monthly fee. Now, that's a big philosophical win for long-term owners. You can add an optional tracking plan later on for real-time location, escape alerts, and app-controlled feedback like tone, vibration, static, activity maps, voice commands, and more, which gives you some flexibility to start simple and scale up. Now, training follows a clear step-by-step path, tone to vibration to optional static, plus free one-on-one virtual sessions with trainers. And the consistency over randomness is what clicks with Huskies and Malamute. It's built tough, IP67 waterproof, handles extreme cold, heat, rain, snow, mud, perfect for breeds that love harsh weather. It's made and supported in the USA. The battery is strong, 33 plus hours with tracking, longer in fence-only mode, and you control modes to balance the features and runtime. It's one size fits most with a size guide, so double check for thick neck breeds like Malamutes. Fit affects everything. Price is $999, no subscription for fencing, optional plan for extras. Use the link in our description box and the code EXCITED or current equivalent promo to save $75. So here's the rub and the pick. Now, for most Huskies, Halo Collar 5 usually edges it out. They move fast and cover ground quickly, so Halo's real-time tracking and their fast updates and their quick alerts are built for that exact chaos, especially in suburban spots, neighborhoods, or whenever you're traveling and visibility just really matters. Now, for most Malamutes, SpotOn Nova tends to fit better. They test boundaries with power and confidence rather than pure speed. So SpotOn's more advanced, flexible fencing, keep out zones, and their off-grid reliability and a strong performance in rough terrain align with their world. The no required subscription aspect is a win for long-term ownership as well. Now, that said, if you've got a Husky on a huge rural property, SpotOn could absolutely make sense. And it just boils down to priorities. You need fast live tracking and awareness above everything, go Halo. You need top-tier containment, flexibility, and reliability in challenging spots, go with the SpotOn. Now, before you head out, quick practical stuff. If the SpotOn Nova is calling your name, be sure to grab it through the link in the description box below and use code EXCITED or check for the latest promo to save $75. For the Halo Collar 5, use our special link in the description box for that extra $25 off. Now, if this cleared things up for you, hit like, subscribe to Pet Cited for more real talk comparisons, and also be sure to comment below. Which one of these dogs do you have, or which are you leaning towards, the Husky or the Malamute? Because honestly, Husky owners always have the craziest escape stories. We'll catch you in the next video.